Hey happy homemakers, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my fall cleaning routine. These are the jobs that I do twice a year, once in the fall and again in the spring. I'm going to be showing you what areas I deep clean around my house, as well as how I prepare my family for the colder months ahead. The first thing I like to do, and I think it really helps to be organized this way, is to have a plan and have a list of all the jobs you want to tackle in the order that it makes the most sense to complete them. And I have typed them all up so that they fit neatly into my homemaking binder, which I have been putting together with you guys. If you missed my meal planning video where I first introduced this, I'll have that video linked down below, as well as my fall cleaning routine. I have laminated mine to protect it, but also the neat thing about that is that it acts like a dry erase board, so that as I'm doing my deep cleaning, I can just cross off any completed tasks and wipe it clean and save it for next year. So I'll have a PDF for my fall cleaning routine linked down below as well. So the first thing on my list is to swap out this quilt that has been on my bed, which is lighter and cooler for the spring and summer months. Last year I just kept it all year round and added a warm, thicker blanket underneath it, so that is definitely an option if you don't have a comforter. And this will actually save you a little bit of money because you won't feel like you need to have the heater up quite as high all the time. So I'm going to be pulling out my Fit comforter, which has been in storage, and it didn't smell like storage or anything. I had washed it not too long ago when we had guests, so it didn't need to be aired out or anything, and I was actually really excited to have it back. This duvet cover is from Pure One Imports from several years ago, but I think it is still very pretty. I love white duvet covers. It's harder to keep them clean, but the look is just so pretty. It was quite wrinkled from being in storage, and so I wanted to give it a good iron, but something I forced myself to do is to not do any side jobs. That way I stay on track until I've completed my fall cleaning routine. Otherwise I'll just get swamped with so many different jobs that I notice. Once my bed was made, I just took my quilt and put it in the laundry so that I could wash it before I put it out in storage. And as you can see, while I was doing this, my kids were watching a cartoon on TV. I always do my best to keep them busy while I'm trying to clean, but this morning it was not working. We had gone through like coloring, through Play-Doh. They would only pay attention to something for like 5 minutes, and our house was just getting messier and messier, so I finally just resorted to turning on a cartoon to help me get my fall cleaning routine done. I just didn't know what else to do because they were just fighting and getting bored with whatever toys they had out otherwise. Anyways, while they were watching, I started in with my next job, which was to wash the slip covers of our sofa and love seat. A lot of people ask how I have such light couches with kids, and honestly, this IKEA couch has been amazing because I can wash and dry all of the slip covers in the washing machine, and they come out really clean. So anytime the kids get something on the sofa, I will just wash the case of that cushion, but twice a year I'd like to take the entire slip cover off and give everything a good clean, and it comes out like new. This is such a great couch. We got both of them at IKEA and they're a really good price. And then the slip covers are like $50, and you can always get new ones. We actually have a spare out in our garage. So anyways, this set has been perfect for my family and I highly recommend it. And really quick, before we get any further in the video, I just want to say hello if this is the first video that you watched from me. My name is Justine, and on my channel I'm all about joyful motherhood, natural living, and an orderly and peaceful home, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so if you would please hit that red subscribe button down below, I would be very happy to have you be part of my channel. If you're not new, please give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you have started your fall cleaning routine yet and what jobs are highest on your priority list. And you guys have probably heard me say this before, leaving a like really helps me out as a creator. It helps the videos do so much better on YouTube, so I would really appreciate it if you guys would take just a few seconds and hit that thumbs up button. After that, I just took the two largest slip covers outside because they had so many crumbs underneath all the cushions from the kids, so I just shook them outside so that I wouldn't get that much stuff in the washing machine. And Pup enjoyed eating all the little crackers and everything that fell on the floor. So before I move on to anything else, I'm just going to put half of the slip covers into the washing machine and get that started. So hopefully I can be done and have the slip covers on the couch again by tonight. And And the best part about taking the couches apart is that the kids started playing with everything and building forts, and so I was actually able to turn off the TV. They were playing together so nicely. It was great. After that, I went into Marky's room and took out his comforter insert, which is also from IKEA. I didn't know if I already said that, but ours is from IKEA as well. I made this duvet cover to cover his. I have a video for that, which I will link down below. He's just been sleeping with the duvet all summer because he gets really hot when he sleeps, but it has been quite a bit cooler at night lately. And for Chloe, she just sleeps with a small blanket, and I don't want to give her anything too big yet, so I just pulled out her sleep sacks from last year. These are a really thick cotton material and they keep her really warm. But also the great part about a sleep sack is that she can't try to climb out of the crib, which she's definitely old enough to try to do that now, so it'll keep her safe in there as well. The next thing I'm going to do is to pull down our drapes, because we've had them for about 3 years and I have never washed them, and they were just so dusty and dingy that it was very much time. So I'm just going to quickly take them off of the curtain rod and throw them in the laundry pile to be washed after the slip covers. The drape that was in the kitchen is the dirtiest because the kids will sometimes have peanut butter and jelly hands and touch it. So there were some spots on that one that I wanted to spray down before I washed them. After that, the next job is to sweep and mop the floors, but also to move the furniture away from the walls and sweep and mop underneath them, which is a really, really big job, but it's something that I do only in the fall. So I'm just going to pile all of our furniture onto the rug, which the kids were having so much fun with. It was so nice that they were so busy with it. But anyways, I'm not going to wash under the rug because no one ever walks under there and it's probably still very clean, but I will move all of the little rugs like the one by the front door. One of my next jobs is to put that AC unit out in the garage because we don't need it anymore. The summer weather is pretty much gone, but it was really heavy, so I wanted to wait till Daniel was able to help me. There were so many toys that were underneath the sofa, so I quickly picked those up first and then came in with my broom and swept everything. I don't know if I already said this, but this video is going to be 2 parts. It took me 2 days to do my fall cleaning routine, so I thought it would be realistic to give it to you in 2 videos because I did have to split up these chores that way. One thing that I did to make the fall cleaning easier for myself was to not do my normal daily chore. Like, we cleaned up after breakfast and stuff, but I didn't go grocery shopping during the day like we do normally. I actually did it the night before, so that I would only have to focus on the cleaning this day. So anyways, I hope hearing the backstory like that helps you guys put realistic expectations on your own deep cleaning, that you may have to split it up through several days and and change up your regular routine just a little bit until you get it done. I've been talking with a lot of you guys in my last cleaning video and over on Instagram, and we've been talking about how fall is something that we all look forward to, but it's it happens at different times for all of us. Like for us here in the Pacific Northwest, it is totally fall, leaves are falling, the air is cool and crisp, but in other parts of the US it is completely summer still, and some of you even said that you're wearing sweaters anyways even though it's like 90 degrees outside, which I think is so funny. And then the crazy part is that it's springtime over in Australia, and I have a few viewers over there, and so that makes me wonder, what do you guys do with all the fall content that's coming out over in the States right now? Do you guys just like save it for fall, or you just enjoy it in the springtime? Because I definitely get inspired to do all things fall and just cozy up my home and stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments. So after I finished sweeping my kitchen, I took all of my chairs and piled them in that room while I swept underneath the dining room table. And the kids were still playing in the front room at this point, which was awesome because a lot of the time they will try to help me sweep or come play in my piles, and it just takes a lot longer. And especially today, it was really nice to just get the job done. And they would have had so much fun with this pile because it was huge. Even though I moved all the furniture, I was still shocked by how much dirt and everything piled up underneath there. It was crazy. After that, it was time to keep my laundry going, so I put the slip covers into the dryer, which is awesome because they don't shrink. They will still fit around my cushions. I am so thankful for that fact. And then I just put the next load in to wash. After that, it was lunchtime for the kids, so I actually had them eat outside since I had just swept the kitchen, which they don't mind. They actually love eating outside. So while they were doing that, I just quickly started doing the mopping. So I'm just gonna fill this O-Cedar mop bucket with water, and I really love this mop bucket, but my mop that goes to it actually broke. So what I'm gonna have to do is use the Swiffer, but I really wanted to disinfect my floors, but I wanted to do it naturally. So the solution I'm going to do is about half a cup of white vinegar to 1 gallon of water, and this solution not only cleans the floors really well, but it does disinfect them too, and it's all natural and very inexpensive. And the house will smell like vinegar, but that does go away, and to help it, I'm going to put a few drops of lemon essential oil in it. So I just have a rag wrapped around my Swiffer. Like I said, I should have thought ahead and gotten a mop again before I started my cleaning routine, but it worked okay. I just kept rinsing out the rag, and underneath the kids' seats is where the floor was the messiest. And you guys will notice that I am wearing shoes while I'm doing this. I actually wiped them down before mopping so they would be clean and not track up my floors. But I do like to wear shoes while I'm mopping. I just don't like to get my socks dirty, and I don't like to wear bare feet in the house. I don't know why. I might be kind of weird that way. For anyone wondering, our floors are real wood, and you don't want to leave them wet or leave puddles, so I'm just going to quickly mop the whole floor, and then I'm going to dry them, and I'll show you how I'll do that in just a second. So I'm I'm just going to quickly mop the whole house, and then I'm going to take an old bath towel and walk around with it, drying all of the wood floors to make sure that it won't warp or anything. As you can see, the kids were back to playing in the living room, and I didn't even notice while filming, but they turned on that movie by themselves again. Marcus is so smart and he's figuring everything out. After all the floors were dry, I just put all of the chairs back around the table. And then I also put the doormat back in front of the door. And by this point, I was just so done mopping. I didn't want to keep doing the whole bucket thing. So I just took one of my disposable Swiffer wipes and just mopped down the kitchen that way. I really got a workout. I was sore for a couple days after doing this. The next thing I'm going to do is take my Method all-purpose wipes, which I try to use sparingly, but sometimes when you're like today, I'm doing so much different cleaning jobs, it's really nice to use these. So the next job is to clean all the windowsills. So I'm just going to wipe down the sill and then the siding around it, and then the baseboard as well. And honestly, if I could, I would probably do this to the whole entire house, but I really don't have time for that, so I just focus on the areas that need it most. Anyways, I also wanted to clean the front door because that gets really dirty as well, especially around the handle. And then there's tons of food on the wall right next to Chloe because she is such a messy eater. There's like food everywhere and it's in places you didn't think she could reach. The last area was the wall around the kitchen, especially the area around the garbage. Just food gets splashed in there every now and then and it needs to be cleaned. And then also on a few walls and my door, there was red crayon because Chloe once again grabbed a crayon. It's always red. Why is it always red? I don't know why. She must just really love that color or something. Anyways, after I wiped down the windowsills and walls, it was time to move the furniture back. And at this point, I had put the kids down for a nap, which was great because then I could just keep cleaning without kids underfoot. But they did really great playing with the sofas. It was really great. I got a lot done. One of the nice things about the kids playing with the sofa is that as I was cleaning, they were playing with something that was already a mess and not getting other toys out. So that was really awesome. Also, I was super sore from moving the sofas around too. I don't know what made me the most sore, but I really worked hard. I was so tired after this. Anyways, that is the end of today's video. I actually didn't get the slipcovers washed until really late that night, so I just decided to wait until the next day. So make sure you stay tuned for part 2. I will have that up on my channel next Thursday. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you're excited for fall like I am, and also make sure you subscribe if you are new to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all having a wonderful fall wherever you are, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.